My name's James Cousins, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our first home and we bought it in under 24 hours. The link to that video is in the description. If you've seen that one, you might remember that I said this.
It's only really missing the fireplace that I wanted.
So that's exactly what we'll be doing in this video. I'll be building the hearth for the fireplace, we'll be getting it installed by a professional and going to Bunnings way too many times. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, Sonny's asleep, so we can get to Bunnings. For the first time this video anyway. Imagine if we didn't have to go back. Bunnings trip number 1. Screws. Okay, so this is what I got. Cement sheeting. I got timber for the frame, the screws to screw them to it. I've already got some timber screws for this, so I don't have to worry about that. I also got a little watering can and some extra potting mix. And that's for another video where we build a planter box. If you want to watch that one, the link for it is in the description. The tiles for the hearth that's going underneath the fireplace, that's what the fireplace sits on, they've arrived. So Sonny and I are going to pick them up and then we can start building the box. Woohoo! G'day. That's good, how are you? Sorry, I just film projects and stuff that I do, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, that look like the colour.
That looks like the right colour to me. Sure it's the right one, let's do it. Oh, thanks so much.
There's some chairs up the back.
That's the one. How good's that, Sonny? Got everything I need, but I have to admit I had to go back to Bunnings. The screws that I had at home were not long enough, so add that to the tally. I've already done 2 Bunnings trips and I haven't even started. Now I'm just gonna get the tiles out, lay them all out, get all the measurements exactly right. I don't want to cut a tile, so I'm gonna make the box to the tile. As long as it meets the specifications for the fireplace itself and it exceeds the size of the hearth, it's fine. So I think I should be right not to have to cut a tile. Every night when I've fallen asleep for the last few nights, this box and these tiles have just been going around and around and around in my head of how I'm gonna do it. So I think I've got a good way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna get all my measurements, draw a picture, and then see if I can't build it. .303. It's just started raining. That rain's gotten really loud. The complicated thing is that the box has to be smaller than the width of the tile on each end and then smaller than the width of the cement sheeting. So I've got to factor in all these little measurements and take them off the full tile, hope that I get it correct, and then hope I don't have to do a cut at the end. See how we go. Yeah, it's raining. I think I have it right. No, I don't. I've got to, damn it. Okay, so now I think I have it right. Now I can actually plan it. So I'm trying to do a drawing, but my drawing skills suck so much that I don't think I can actually work it out that way. And I think I'm just gonna have to start building it and sort of work it out as I go. As long as I have those measurements, I think I'm right. So fingers crossed. I can't find my tripod anywhere, so I'm gonna try out the head mount. See how that goes. Look how silly that looks. Look what I found, tripod. If I make absolutely 0 mistakes, I've just worked out, I'll have enough. But if I am out by a couple mil somewhere, which is pretty likely, I'll have to go to Bunnings. I just realized I'm gonna be 252 millimeters short and have to go back to Bunnings. Well, I have no car, so I can't go to Bunnings. So I'm gonna build what I've got and get the one piece later. Whoops. Okay, so I'm actually one other piece short here. 1 meter short. I just worked out I'm going to be like 5 or 6 screws short as well, so I would have had to go back to Bunnings anyway. I always dreamed of the day I'd have 2 drills so I didn't have to swap bits out. It's so good. Oops, that is solid. Now I'm just going to build another one of those for the other side. Now to put the cross beams across the middle. So I'm only going to put 1 screw in each corner because there's no way to know if it's square or not. And if I put 1 screw in, I can give it a bit of a wriggle and then figure it out, get it perfectly square, go from there. Use this old trick called Pythagoras' theorem, or a 3, 4, 5. Pretty cool though, it's actually starting to look like a box. All right, so I've got that all square, nice and flush everywhere. I've got 1 screw left. I must be missing one because it doesn't add up. I've been doing multiples of 2, so I've lost a screw. 2's still not enough to finish it, so I'm back to Bunnings to get screws and a little bit more timber. But it's already pretty solid. I think I've definitely gone overkill because this is like 90 by 45 timber. So that's all I got time for today though, so probably have to do the rest tomorrow. Sunny! Sunny likes it? Broom, you want your car? Beep, beep, beep. Sunny. You learned to say your name. All right, Sunny's asleep. I'm off to Bunnings. You saw where it was on the floor there. I changed a couple of things, so I need a little bit more timber because I had a thought. I'll explain later. So I'm at Bunnings. They've just informed me their saw is broken. So they've given me a handsaw. Should have just thrown the circular saw in, hey? Right, that's us sorted. I'm actually puffed from that. God, I must be unfit. Let's head home. Usually I'd have a little rest when Sonny was asleep, but I just spent his whole nap at Bunnings, so back to being a dad, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, we're back. Actually took a day off yesterday and went for a surf instead of doing any work. It had been a couple of weeks since I did that, and we kind of promised ourselves that being 40 minutes from the coast we'd make more of an effort, and I hadn't really. So took a day off, went for a surf in the middle of a thunderstorm. Now we're back, the sun's out, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to change the box a little bit. So right now I've got 1 beam running through here, but the legs of the fireplace are actually going to be there and there. So instead I'm going to take these off and I'm going to run 2 beams going across right where the legs are, so that the legs aren't just sitting out here on an open space pushing down on tiles and cement sheeting. They're actually on something solid, and I'll put studs underneath. And I think that's the most solid box that I can think of. Sure, there's an easier way, but logically it makes sense to me, so that's what I'm going with. Hello, Mr. B. What are you doing? Coming to say hello? Whoa, see ya. I'm gonna take a break. I just realized I haven't had breakfast. Sometimes that happens. I make coffees, feed my son, and then I'm like, hang on, I didn't eat. So I'm gonna go do that now. Might as well have another coffee too. Oh, bit wonky. Back to it. Done. That is solid as, square, flush, ready to go. Whew. All right, so it's not ready to go. The floor is so out that I need a planer. Unless I want to use a sander for an hour on each leg, it's not going to work. I need a planer, and I don't want to buy a planer, but I think I might have to. I think I might have to take the first YouTube check and go and buy a planer, which sucks. Damn. You know what that means. Back to Bunnings. Now. It's another freezing day, and I'll just say that today is the first day, I think since Sonny's been born, that the alarm woke me up at 7 o'clock. He slept from 7 to 7. What the heck? I'm a new man. Although yesterday he did break some tiles. He decided to chuck them around, so And we're off. Ready?
The chaos. You have to untangle the violence. You have to jump into the fray.
Barning's warehouse. Yeah, balls. Balls. Yep, that's balls up there.
Beep.
Beep beep.
Sausage.
Yeah.
Sausage.
Sausage. We'll get one after.
Sausage.
Guess what? We came in the other day and this was $3.18. We've come back today and it's $2.82. Thank the Lord. So it's cheaper. I'm losing Sonny. I'll see you back home. All right, it's a go. We're gonna at least just get the planer and everything level. Hopefully get the cement sheeting screwed on. Oh, I think I cut that to size off camera when I had a little moment, but yeah, you didn't really miss much. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Just gotta go a bit slower. When I was younger, it was about now when I'd usually be like, oh, this is getting a bit hard, and then kind of shelf the project, never to be complete. And that's how my early 20s was. But now it's like, there's never a point where I don't think I can finish it, even if I meet this point of like, I don't know what's next, but if I just do this next thing, I'll figure the next step out when I get there. And I think finishing smaller things leads to finishing bigger things. And this is a small thing, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's just interesting to be doing this now and be like, there's no doubt in my mind this gets finished. Whereas when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I'm confused. Oh, just put it away. I'll work it out later, and never gets done. So do with that what you will. What a gloomy day. So I've brought this inside. We're level, and we're level. Turns out I'm pretty good with the planer, after all. Now to sheet it and tile it. So I was just reading the specifications and I've actually stuffed up. There needs to be 300 clearance from any combustible material in front of the fireplace for it to be compliant. And I'm actually 40 mil short with the box that I've done because of the clearance I need from the wall. So frantically I came up with a solution, and I've just built this to screw onto the back like that, and then it'll give us one more tiles width to the wall, and it will push us over the 300 at the front to make it compliant. It's probably already safe being 300 off the ground, but if ashes come out the front, they don't want them falling onto a combustible hardwood floor. There's supposed to be a 300 gap there. Now there'll be more than a 300 gap there, and I'll just put an extra full tile in and we're all good. I'll just screw that. So now that's a triple strength. But yeah, I'll just screw that. That'll only be supporting the weight of a tile, not anything else. So that's fine that it overhangs like that. Anyway, that's my solution. I'm gonna screw that on, then I'm gonna sheet this box. All right, that's on there. I didn't press record, so trust me, I did it. Let's get this sheeted. A bit annoying because I already cut this, so now I've got to cut a strip to put there, but that's okay. This is what's going on in there. Hello. I gotta get this done because Sonny's going to sleep and I can't use any power tools once he's asleep. I've run out of time. Ah well. I'm back. It's pouring rain. Perfect fireplace weather. We'll get there eventually. Sonny's had a nap. He's awake again, so I can get the drill back out and I can start making noise. So let's carry on. I really need a shed. There's no room here. Look at this. This is my workspace. That's our front door. Not good. Some kind of fort has been created in here. I want to be in there. That looks more fun. Hello. Boo. All right, back to it. Oh. Looks pretty cool from the bottom. Definitely overkill. Over is better than under. getting so dark. It's gonna be quite blurry footage, I apologise. I don't think that's too bad. Ready to go. Slap some tiles on there. Took twice as long, cost twice as much, as it always does. So I'm gonna pack up and hopefully the weather's a bit nicer tomorrow and I can finish this off.
Up above the world. Whoa! Hi.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How... Yeah, it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining.
It's raining out there. Helen's made a stew. What a perfect dinner for a day like today. If only we had a warm fire to eat our stew by. All right, I gotta go. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, 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 potato. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Mashed banana, mashed banana. Mashed banana, mashed banana.
Ready, Sunny?
It's basically a stage for Sunny. Look. Good morning, the sun's shining. Sunny's up. Hello. Is that your bike? How did it get up there? Oh! That probably woke Mum up, I reckon. So today we tile. Gonna have brekkie, have a coffee and get into it. I've worked out I have to do it inside because the box is just gonna be too heavy. I can't carry it. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get to it. Ba ba ba. Ooh. Ba ba ba. They're off to the shops. I don't know where actually, they're gonna kill some time. Update on the veggies from the video and last week. I'll put a link in the description. We built this beautiful planter box. How awesome is that? And the veggies are growing. We got lettuces, we got carrots. They're a bit slow, but they're there. We got, I think, beetroots, we got onions. Ow! That really hurt. Anyway, while they're gone, I'm just gonna sit down and watch some television. No, I'm not. I got stuff to do. The floor is so out of whack that I have to do a lot of planning and prep before I lay the first tile. So this could take a little while and it won't be that interesting of a watch. So I may not even show it all, but the floor's just all over the place. There's like a couple of boards that are higher than others and it makes the whole thing kind of tip a little bit. So I've really got to work it out. So let's get cracking. So the absolute best thing you can do before you start tiling anything is get the set out perfect. Spend time understanding the set out and the layout that you want to do. It'll just save so much time and effort later. There's nothing worse than sticking tiles and kind of getting to a problem and then having to pull tiles off and solve it. So just spend a good solid amount of time understanding where everything's going to go. Flick some lines, rule some lines, have some guidelines. You don't have to stick to them. If things change as you go, that's fine, but you want to understand where things are finishing when you start, especially on things where, you know, 3 corners are meeting and it has to be square and there has to be a level line the whole way around and the floor's out and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do now. It might not be that interesting, but I'll skip over it if it's not. So, whoa. As you can see, I flipped this up. I ran into some problems. I didn't do a good enough job planing. I need to take 15 mil off this front edge, which is a lot. So I was trying to get away with not having to cut a tile on the front, but now that's why I didn't plane it down. I just tried to get it level left to right, pack the difference. But now it'll be easier to do that than it will to get messy with the glue. A little bit of a setback, but that's all right. I'll sort this out. Okay, so I'm off to Bunnings for, this must be 5 times. But all I just need some wedges to wedge up the tiles. I don't have any. And I'm going in my Crocs. What are those? Ellen was driving, so I'm not gonna be fooled this time to try and get in there. Figured you'd see me go in and out of Bunnings enough, so I just got the stuff. I also got some black grout. I hadn't got grout yet, so I saved myself a trip. Now to get some lunch and to go home. Kebabs, check. Probably one of my favorite takeouts, and I haven't had one in so long. Oh. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh,
Kebabs, lunchtime. Oh. I'll video again when I'm doing it again. See ya. Okay, so it's the same day, and I think I've worked out that the only time I'm gonna get anything done undisturbed having a toddler is at night time. So I'm gonna tile the top of it tonight. Got everything laid out, ready to go. I'm just gonna mix up some glue and start laying the tiles. So can't see a thing. This stupid light. Oh, it's staying on. Okay. Just gonna mix the glue up, which you can't even see. So I might as well not be filming this. I'm gonna mix this up and then we'll go inside. I'm gonna quietly tile while we put something on the telly. And Ellen hangs out over there, relaxing. Could you help me just for a minute? Mm-hmm. Just find ones with like a really solid glue edge for at least for the front side. It's late, I'm sweaty, I'm hungry. I'm gonna clean up and do more tomorrow. That was way harder than I remember. I'm not very good at this anymore. No, I'm okay, I just take a long time. See you tomorrow. Oh, the following day, Sonny's just gone down for his nap. Time to get back to work. I honestly thought I'd get more than what I did done last night, but it's trickier than I remember, this tiling thing. Back at it, I'm gonna mix up and I'm gonna do those last few rows, and I've just got off the phone with the roof plumber that's gonna install the flue. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grout the top tomorrow. He's gonna come and install the fireplace regardless of if I've done the sides or not. Mainly to finish this video, to be honest, and I'm kind of glad there is a video because I would have just probably got it on top and been like, oh, there's no time frame on the rest, and I would have left it for a while. So YouTube is putting me under the pump, so let's get to it. The first thing Sonny did when he came out this morning was climb straight on here. So I'm glad I did it at night time, and it was at least pretty solid by the time he got onto it. Pause there. That's enough to get it installed. I'll just grout it tomorrow. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it a day. My back's really sore from last night. So I might see you tomorrow. Good morning. I'm about to grout this so we can just whack it straight on. Gotta clean all the joins, get the top clean before I go and put grout in there. The biggest problem with black grout, which is what I'm using here, is it basically ruins all of your equipment, your bucket, everything. You can't use it for any other color of grout ever again. And it's very rare, even as a tiler, that you grout anything black. So you always have this one just destroyed bucket, sponge, and trowel to do black grout. With a porcelain glazed tile, you can actually leave it go off for quite a bit longer because there's not much of a risk of grout burning the tile or ruining the tile. It's always pretty much going to come off. And the longer you can leave the grout sort of go a little bit hard, not too much, in the joins, when you do your first wipe and cut it away, it'll be much neater and nicer, and you won't get all these marks on it or holes or anything like that. So. I'm gonna speed things up a little bit.
Right, so the heater's here. We're gonna bring it in really quietly because Sonny's asleep and pop it on the hearth. That's not too bad. Awesome. What are you doing? What the heck is that thing? Are you looking at the camera? Boo. Oh, careful. Alright, I think that'll do us. This is it. Pretty cool. He's coming back in the morning to put the flue in. I had to buy a few extra bits, so I'm gonna go back to Barbecues Galore. It's quite tall all the way to the roof, so we've got to get an extension and we've got to get a little... Oh yeah? Do you think I need that? Yeah, I could put it on there. Look at that, how much better is that? Now you can be in it. So yeah, back to Barbecues Galore, get the extension, and there's actually a piece of timber straight up, so we're going to be a bit of a kink in it. I think that'll look pretty cool. So excited. Bye, see you tomorrow. What are you doing? Whoa. Good morning. You want to wave? The plumber's back. He's going to finish it off this morning. We could even have a fire tonight. I kind of want to finish it all before I get the satisfaction of the fire, but... A truck. Yeah, the garbage truck just came. Sonny loves the garbage truck. Vroom. All right, we'll get this in and we'll recap after. Are you, can you see yourself? Ah, look at these grotty hands. Blah, 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 blah. Boo. That's a light. Light. Boo. No, don't touch. What are you doing there, Sonny? Closing the light. That's a light. She's a, if you want the biscuits, have them. If you don't, all good.
Oh, actually, maybe just wipe it down there.
Easy. Come get the ball, come on.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa. Wow. Oh, we're nearly done. Well, I got heaps to do, but nearly done. Oh, did you just throw the apple in the garden? What did you do that for?
Best thing you ever did, have the kids.
Yeah, definitely the best thing, yeah.
It's pretty fulfilling though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's very
When you get a chance to draw breath and sort of...
Yeah. How do you get it in? Cool. It's in there. Also, the guy fitting it, his name's Adam. If you're in the Northern Rivers area, he does a lot of these. I'll put his link or number or something in the description. So he does a good deal and he does a good job. So give him a call if you want something similar. Cool. All right, let it go. All right, we're about to have our first fire. You ready?
Yeah.
Cool pants, man. Who got you those? Oops. It's barely cold, but I'm getting it going because I really want to. All right, I'm gonna do it.
That's
Yep,
it.
pop that in there. Thank you. Ready?
How are we ever going to get you to stop doing this?
As I get, like, it'll heat up slowly. I think we just go hot, hot, hot. Now I've shown you the fire lit and given you some satisfaction. I don't think I can go and then show you me tiling this whole thing really slowly. So we're gonna fast forward a few nights into another fire where all this is done. Ready? I'd like to say that it was the following evening, but I think that might have been 4 days ago. Yeah, it's Saturday night now. I wanted to put this video up for tomorrow morning, but didn't happen. But we're so stoked, we've had a bunch of fires. I do have to admit though, I went back to Bunnings 3 more times. I could go through why, but it's not pertinent and I'm embarrassed. 3 times. Add that to the tally. I think that's the record for the amount of Bunnings trips I've done. I'm getting a bit hot here by the fire, so wrap the video up there. If you like that video, subscribe. We've got a bunch of others and we got heaps more coming. I will admit one of the Bunnings trips, it was to get firewood. Ideally, I'd like to just go and get a ute full because it's way cheaper that way. But our ute is in Western Australia and I'm gonna go get it. That's a whole other story. There's some videos on that. I'll put them in the description. But the next video you see will be me and my cousin driving that car and our caravan back across Australia in 5 days. Subscribe if you want to see that one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.